Comparing business practice and impact in the real world. Comparing business practice and impact in the real world allows for greater understanding and further knowledge of other business structures. Two businesses used for comparison in this presentation are of different fields, in which opens many different structural opportunities and perspective on business management. Businesses are the Fish Centre, a small coastal town fish and chip joint, and Gorilla Chiropractic in Kensington, Western Australia. Instant contrast between the fields will minimise the similarities between these two businesses, but should develop into ideas and creativity in potential modifications in the structure instead of major differentiation. This presentation will compare these two businesses and their organisational structure, the intercultural issues including ethical and human resource management issues, as well as the changes these businesses have or might experience, including technological advancements, legislative changes, and geopolitical changes. Organisational structure. So both the Fish Centre and Gorilla Chiropractic are small-scale businesses with a confined organisational structure. The infographic included shows the basic structure within the Fish Centre's management. The infographic is exhibiting its hierarchy structure in which the owner-manager always has ruling on final decisions. By using a hierarchy business structure, it allows the business to have a clear line of authority and communication, in which should allow for clear results. In this case, we have all the junior staff at the bottom. This leads into the senior staff, in which will communicate together and try to resolve or share the ideas, in which is finalised by the owner and manager. This line of authority and communication is very useful in this work environment, as it allows for any ideas and concerns to be managed properly and professionally, as well as simplistically as possible. Another quality business organisation structure example is evident through Gorilla Chiropractic, which contrasts greatly with this structure. The organisational structure, as for Gorilla Chiropractic, is also on a small scale with small internal personnel input to the business. Dr. Ryan Gleason, a well-established chiropractor, and his team of two other chiropractors are the only evident team members found. As Dr. Gleason founded the business in 2017 with both Dr. Alex and Dr. Lorne, in which the small structure is a division-based structure with each providing the service, and the individuals contribute for other aspects of the business as well. The division structure is evident from the webpage of Gorilla Chiro, and looking through the About Us page, we understand that Dr. Gleason is the founder and a chiropractor. Dr. Alex is the clinical director, so like a manager, and also a chiropractor, and Dr. Lorne is a chiropractor himself. The job responsibility of the clinical director is almost identical to a management role, as they oversee the business operations, manage staff, and most likely appointments, ensure compliance with health regulations and legislative measures, as well as ensuring ethical practice and supporting the business. Both businesses have a set structure requiring minimal personnel, which allows for easy operation for business and cooperation between the staff. While being of different structures, both business models suit their purposes and fields for the services. As well as the Fish Centre owner-manager has a high business understanding than the staff by making the larger scale decisions with ideas from the lower place members. This helps the business transition its plans with concurring society, whereas this structure wouldn't suit a chiropractor. The business structure Gorilla Chiropractic use allows for their business to have simple and quick turnover with clients with clear, organised standards. Intercultural issues. Like ethical and human resource issues can exist within most businesses, and is something to always ensure considered and controlled when finalising a business plan and re-evaluating whilst business practices get ongoing. For the Fish Centre, some of the main issues that are coexisting but not harming the business include fair wages and ensuring all staff are paid respectively to the hours they worked, at a minimum of the minimum wage, depending on the situation. Cultural sensitivity and harassment while ensuring safe language and behaviour, especially of the younger staff, and managing time off periods which, as all staff are casual, can be quite a complex situation in the busier periods, while also training and safety measures to also ensure all people with risk of harm are prepared and understand situations and the safety procedures if or when something happens. These systems, while effective for the fish centre, do not all relate to guerrilla chiropractic. Guerrilla chiropractic will also have coexisting intercultural issues, in which will require action and attention. Some of the major issues that this business will be exposed to is cultural sensitivity and ensuring that all cultures and beliefs are respected, especially in regards to cultural clothing and the respect of the individual's cultural involvement. Ethical treatment, ensuring that all staff, like the fish centre, are paid accordingly, as well as pricing for clients, and as well as safety and training practices, as to never harm themselves or the clients in the workplace. As in a health profession, this is always a high priority. Both systems require great consideration for intercultural issues, and for success in these fields in which both businesses are exhibiting proves that these issues have been and are being considered as to ensure a safe place for both internal and external personnel. Being of complete different fields has led to some overlapping issues that are evident in most business structures, whereas the priority of the issue will vary more so depending on the service and goods provided. Changing, impacting business. Geopolitical, legislative, and technical changes are a major aspect in both businesses, especially regarding safety practices for both staff and customer client bases, as well as the technological advancements to increase productivity and efficiency. Both businesses will face significant differences in these changes due to their respective fields, while like the intercultural issues will have different takings from the same issues. The fish centre, being a takeaway shop, will have health regulations like Guerrilla Chiropractor, especially considering the cleanliness of the business and sanitation practices. This then furthers more specifically into the food storage and preparation areas, whereas Guerrilla Chiropractic goes into the safety of clients with their regulations. Geopolitical changes, including risk assessing, diversifying supply chains and suppliers, as well as sustainability, are more aspects for the fish centre, as to prepare for any situation. In the floods of 2022, New South Wales, and the following 12 months, the fish centre struggled due to a short supply of chips, which could have been better managed by previously diversifying the suppliers and having access to different companies, which has since been adapted to for the business for future preservation. Risk assessments are vital for business as to prepare and analyse for situations, especially for companies like Guerrilla Chiropractic and the health concerns and safety of their clients. New situations can always occur with upgraded technology and procedures. The risk assessments within the business will require the same ongoing development. Technological advancements and innovations have changed to world in which we can coexist. These changes have and will continue to make considerable difference in both fields to increase efficiency and the quality of the production. These advancements will make both Guerrilla Chiropractor and the fish centre vary greatly in different ways. Both businesses have major contrast in all areas of change, and the contrast is boundless as to how these changes in all aspects will affect each business. Both business practices show contrasting impact to factors of the real world. The contrasting yet effective organisation structures through the hierarchy structure or the division structure works efficiently for their respective business, as well as taking into consideration the intercultural impacts of the business and some methods in place or potential examples of impact in each workplace. And lastly, how each business adapts to change and has to reassess the plans and actions to work with uncontrollable situations and beneficiaries like advancements in technology. Both businesses seem to be operating very successfully and well managed, which allows for a clear understanding on how the real world impacts these business practices.